Already. Once you call out the how about Shemay Washai, the brothers to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and byway preaching this word in sincerity and in truth. And the brother Shapar.
Everyone.
Brother Cannon.
Right. This evening basically what we are gonna take on is a video that is going viral, making many rounds in Jamaica. I mean it's a video that was video about a year ago. You know what I mean, of a mother basically beating her child, basically. And no one touch upon is basically the point of view here, so-called Jamaicans, which are the tribe of Benjamin. You know what I mean? Whether you want to believe it, yes or no. See, the point of view them have on the whole incident. You know what I mean? Because you have people having different opinion over the incident, so I'll give you the scriptural point of view of this whole incident, yeah? You know what I mean? We're taking from a biblical perspective because you have so-called Jamaicans love to call themselves Christians, you know what I mean, and then believe in the Bible, and the Bible believing Christians, which we believe that the majority of Jamaicans who claim this Bible believing thing as a bunch of hypocrites, man.
Frauds.
You know what I mean? Because you don't believe in the scriptures, man. You know what I mean? Whatsoever you feel is easy by going by your emotions, man. You know what I mean? That's how Jamaicans judge things. Saying so-called Jamaicans because, as I say, you're from the tribe of Benjamin of the nation of Israel. You know what I mean? So we're gonna play the video and then we go down in the whole meat of the matter. Yeah, but I can share the video. Okay. Now, a lot of people getting emotional over that incident that took place there where mother basically using a cutlass, a machete, basically to discipline her child. You know what I mean? Now, the only thing we maybe would agree with, you know what I mean, is the fact that hey, she could have chopped off her hand or something like that. You know what I mean, using a machete. But that is a discussion between so-called Jamaicans today, whether it was right to hit the child with a machete. You know what I mean? But what you so-called Jamaicans don't understand is that the authority don't care whether you want to use one whip, whether you want to use one belt, you know what I mean, whether you want to use a hand and put on lick on your child. Because the authority are go according to the so-called white man mandates. Yeah? The UN mandates. So regardless if she use a machete and beat her pitney, because a lot of Jamaicans agree to chastening.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how we grew up. You know what I mean? That's so-called Jamaican. That's how we grew up. So a lot of people agree to that. You know what I mean? Yes, some people against it. You know what I mean? But what the so-called white man do, him against it totally. So once it go into the hands of the authority or the courts, saying it's a whole different ball game. It no matter how it was done, from it was done, saying it is see it as something illegal.
Not even white was done either.
Right. Not even white was done, they don't really care about that. Seeing so we'll go in a how the so-called white man a push this child abuse thing upon Jamaica, which Jamaicans don't have an idea, so-called Jamaicans, by the way, don't have an idea what is going on because a lot of people still believe that them can um trust them children, you know what I mean, and don't get in a trouble field. Luckily, you know that there are laws been passed to put you and witnesses who do such things in jail, man. Regardless if I use a machete, regardless if I use a whip, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, a hose or a strap, whatsoever. See? It is considered as child abuse all across the board. A matter of fact, we could just read about child what them consider as child abuse because I know that a lot of so-called Jamaicans don't get themselves educated on this whole child abuse propaganda that is being spread. You know what I mean? You just broad brush it. So you have people thinking that it only a deal with some man who molest children or it a deal with some whether human trafficking or look, man, you need to go and look up what them are talk about when them say child abuse. So we're gonna read it for you ignorant Negroes, learn what them actually are talk about. Um that's when you end up in a situation like this, you could know. So look, this is the reason why, man.
So this is from the Child Care Development Agency in Jamaica, the CDA, right? And it says, what are children being protected from? All these things I'm about to read are basically about child abuse. And we're gonna read the two main ones where so-called Jamaicans neglect. So it says physical abuse, for example, hitting, kicking.
Well, I read the first one because this is what them use to get it out there. You know what I mean? Some other things where them have some little area in the whole law basically where you if they put that separate, you know, have a backlash on it, but them put it with some other things where you know where people would disagree with. So it's a strategy what them use, but them actually have other things in it where you know where people do normally daily. And with them never see as nothing wrong. You know what I mean? So we're gonna read the whole thing. Read from the start, brother.
It says all types of violence, for example, gang violence and fighting in the home or community.
Which people agree with that, right? One.
For example, physical abuse, for example, hitting, kicking, and punching, or any type of beating.
Right. So look, man. Seeing Jamaicans do this and often. Even me when I grew up, me get my boss ass like everybody else, man. And parents and if people go through it, not see it as nothing. Yeah, we don't see it as anything, man. See, but guess what? Them have it as the second thing now in the child's care whatsoever them have now. You know what I mean? Which enough so-called Jamaicans don't pick up on that. They gonna pick up on the first part, but they gonna pick up on this right here, so we're basically gonna affect everybody. You know what I mean? Go on, continue, brother.
Emotional abuse.
Emotional abuse, meaning you instead of lick them, you cuss them.
For example, cursing,
right,
insulting, or
right,
doing things to children that make them feel bad about themselves.
Right. So therefore, there's no way now in order for you to discipline a child. So them very 2 years, we're never gonna read the rest because people are agree with the rest. But them 2 years where everybody see as normal in Jamaica, majority, not everybody, see as normal in Jamaica. No, you can't do the very thing where basically you put the child in order by disciplining them. But yet we have a police force and we enforce discipline. You know what I mean? But guess what? Parents can't, and I abuse that more than too. But parents can't discipline them children. And that's what I'm saying right here. You know?
James, fear the most and say Esau will use a gun or a drone.
Right.
Hey, that's as a brother, just read that from the brother. You have countless instances in Jamaica where police have to use force against students,
right,
which they would classify as children.
Right.
So, when incident like that the police they get arrested or some form of
backlash with the child abuse, man.
The abuse, yo.
Yeah, but hey, guess what? There's an agenda right here, man. Because if you're going look at the word discipline for my brother. See, because we're going to the whole agenda and break down the whole thing will actually take place because as I said, this thing creep up on so-called Jamaicans without them even know where really are going. See, when them out there discuss the fact that a machete them use, seeing the government not looking at that.
Could have been a belt.
It could have been a belt, it don't matter, you know what I mean? So we're going to all of that. We're going to all of that, brother. But we'll look up discipline first, brother.
All right, discipline, it says, from see the noun, penitential chastisement,
Right.
punishment,
Right.
discipline, physical punishment,
Right.
teaching,
Such as physical punishment, such as what? Beating, man. Right? One.
Teaching, suffering,
Right.
martyrdom. Right.
Right.
This even say you have military discipline.
Right.
Right. It says from Latin disciplina, instruction given, teaching, learning, knowledge.
Right. Well, hey, look, man. See, so what I'm trying to do now is prevent you from disciplining the child. And we have a society now. We have 1,000 plus killing per year. You know what I mean? Right now we're going over 1,000 already. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We have all different type of problems out here with little neglects running around. You know what I mean? But yeah, guess what? You know if you talk to them now, and you know if you put on the rod on them. Yeah. But guess what? This is not originally this idea is not does not originate in Jamaica, man. The idea of this child abuse thing, you know what I mean, is Esau basically secretly disguising his agenda, you know what I mean, using some emotional things, like all them things you already just watch it a while, you know what I mean, to get certain thing across to cause him chaos, man.
Hey, it's a sense of treatment that corrects or punish.
Right. So punishment, any form of punishment, basically would have classified right now as child abuse, which is discipline, man. You know what I mean? Which is discipline, man. So therefore, what is going on now? So we are going on the start from the UN one, brother.
It says this is from the Jamaica Gleaner, and the date is January 20.
Look, man, you people don't know that there's an agenda, man. We get to stop discipline the children. And when you have children that being disciplined, what will happen? I'm soon going to have some scripture, brother, I can show you that. You know what I mean? What happen when you stop disciplining the children, man? See, you ever have total chaos, man. Remember that?
UN committee grills. Oh, Jamaica Gleaner published Tuesday, January 20, 2015. It says UN committee grills Anna on children's rights.
Right.
Lisa Anna was basically the Minister of Youth and Culture in Jamaica at this time. She's still at that.
I don't know our position now.
Right. It says Gary Spalding, senior Gleaner writer, after being grilled for 3 hours yesterday's opening session, Minister of Youth and Culture Lisa Anna returns today before the United Nations Committee on the Rights of the Children on the Field of Another Round.
Right. So the pressure is coming from the UN, man.
Anna, who leads a Jamaican delegation to Geneva, Switzerland, where the meeting is being held, told the Gleaner that many of the questions posed were skewed based on incorrect and outdated data in his possession. Right. Speaking with the Gleaner after being quizzed on all areas of childcare, Anna said she spent much of the session correcting the false records or putting into perspective the question that she fielded.
Hey, make it look like we are kill off with kids out here, man.
Questions were rigorous as I was asked on the gamut of child-related issues. All sorts of questions, Anna said. Anna, I'm expected to field another 79 questions plus follow-up ones today, she added. Anna prepared to have been taken the intense grilling in strides. She suggested that the intensified approach may have been inspired by the fact that it was the first time that a senior government minister had subjected herself to being probed in such a forum at this level. She told the committee that as minister, she was in charge of 4,370 children in Jamaica's child protection sector, 203 whom are in custodial care, 85 remanded facilities, and 118 in the house in correctional centers.
And basically, what we are trying to bring out is basically, look, seeing all the pressure concerning children's rights coming from the UN, man.
Right.
See, that's why they have the minister under this, you know, scrutiny, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? As if we're gonna kill our own children out here just like that, man, by You know, we know that them have some other little thing in it, like molestation or whatsoever. But see, the point that we have bring out is the chastisement part, man, because it now become the issue now with this new incident where we basically take rounds in Jamaica, man. Hey, jump from that, brother, and like we deal with
And then turn on piece of
the article from the Observer.
Oh. It's
Not this one, not this one. The other one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Child Care and Protection Act under review.
No, the one was on the phone was straight.
For the next Observer one right there. The one next and
Jamaica responsibility. Remember that, brother?
You know where going.
Okay.
We can type your back.
You know what I mean, brother? Bring out a priest.
All right, yeah. So, okay, so we start from Proverbs 22. I said Proverbs 22 and verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go,
Right.
and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Right. It said train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old,
Right.
he shall not depart from it, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And how you do that, man? You have to discipline the children, man. You have to discipline the children, man. And this is what the so-called white man basically want to get out of the old picture. You know what I mean? That you can have a bunch of gremlins and neglects, man. Like over in America, you see kids I put on lick on them parents, man. And if them do nothing wrong on the parents disagree with it or do anything drastic, them call the cops, man. That's why Jamaica and bring home them children to Jamaica and put an ass whipping on them. Right. Yeah? You know what I mean?
And we can say this, a child is basically blank. Right? So you have to instill good values and law. That's even as a growing up as a child, basically you as a parents need to educate them in the way of the Heavenly Father. Right? Teaching them about the scriptures and teaching them about the true power of the Heavenly Father. So you basically are put things to their mind because the environment wide and them basically grab anything with them see. As a child, and them want to try out things because they know the right from wrong. So a lot of things might seem fun to them, right? But them not understanding to know say, okay, this is not right. So as the scripture said, I'm gonna go down further into verse 15, Proverbs 22, verse 15. It says, foolishness is born in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
Right, it says, rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Hey, we can read that article and just push across the point there. We can read that as the brother read a precept here. Because the girl in question that get beaten, you know what I mean? Basically, it was a year ago the incident happened, but the police, because the video go viral now, the police arrest the mother. You know what I mean? And we soon show you why the mother is in custody. You know what I mean? We're gonna show you why. We fly past so-called Jamaicans' heads a few years ago. See? But hey, we can read the article there, brother. Where
Which one?
Read that, brother. Read the article after. The precept.
What
the little girl say? What the girl say?
It's an article on it from the Jamaica Observer.
Right.
Date October 3rd, 2017. It says, my mother is one of the best in the world.
Right. This is the little girl in question now, where basically our mother get arrested a few days ago over the video that went viral. This is what she's saying now. You know what I mean? Today, this is what she's saying today. But guess what? The authorities don't care about that, man. Esau don't care about that, man.
You could have highlight why basically she was being whooped.
Right.
She, basically, according to the media, she was on Facebook with I think an ex girl, and she was basically showing her boobs on Facebook Live. So
right, being loose, man.
Right, being loose,
being shameless, man. You know.
Right.
Any scripture say for that to be shameless, keep her in straight. You know what I mean? One brother.
It says, my mother is one of the best in the world, says beaten 12-year-old girl.
Right.
Right. It says Kingston, Jamaica. My mother is one of the best mothers I know in the world, says the 12-year-old girl whose mother has been thrown into the spotlight after a video of her beating the child with a machete began circulating on social media. Speaking on Hits 92 FM this morning, the girl declared her love for her mother and says that she felt bad now that her mother has been placed in police custody.
Right, them go put her in one psychiatric evaluation. Because she mentally you should brainwash no and all that. That back say no, no.
Or let me bust it, so like brother. Let me bust it. The woman have mental issue. Remember some hosts, right? When I watch on YouTube, some popular host named by meme. They must say basically after seeing all that rage and intense from the female, the mother, he must say she seriously need checking. She need like go back to some.
So make it look away now. So you're crazy.
Mental, yeah.
If you put a burn into your kid's skin right now, you're crazy. That's what the propaganda they might try to put out. Yeah, onto the brother.
The child indicated that she was also upset with the individual who recorded the incident but could not explain the reason for being upset.
You know why? Because the incident recorded and know her mother gone to jail and she never wanted that to happen. Yeah?
And there has been some level of shame to her.
Right, yeah.
However, she maintained that she is not fearful that her mother would lash out at her again, because I'm not going to misbehave or flash her off or do any kind of thing to her so that she
what
can
you say she not gonna do, brother? Read it again.
I'm not going to misbehave or flash her off or do anything to her that she can beat me again.
Read the scripture again, brother.
Proverbs 22 and verse 15. Foolishness is born in the heart of a child,
right,
but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
Okay. Right? That's why the scriptures are real, man. See, but you have certain men, you know what I mean, in authority now, basically who don't see the way of the scripture as the right way to go. You know what I mean? Then basically want to go contrary to righteousness. You know what I mean? And guess what? They make all different push to make it seem as if, look, the way of the scripture is barbaric, man. You know what I mean? So I could go to yeah, brother, and, you know. Before next page, yeah.
It's this is another article. Jamaica Observer again. Jamaicans have a responsibility to report child abuse. Senator Reid, right? July 28, 2017. So that a couple months ago, right? It says Jamaica Information Service, right? Minister of Education, Youth and Information, Royal Reid, says that Jamaicans have a responsibility under the Child Care Protection Act to report known and suspected cases of child abuse.
Right, because them have a fine right now. Right. Basically, say if you know nobody beat them children in your town, you don't report it, you go pay a fine.
And the fine is serious, yeah.
500,000
Jamaican dollars. And
just
and yesterday come up, and a lot of Jamaicans don't know about this, because when this was going through, I think it was 2014, 2013, them time there, when a lot of Jamaicans never hear when they bring up them something here, right? So enough Jamaicans and most of them things that are gonna affect them, you know what I mean, when you come on to chasing them children. Knowing of somebody chasing them children, man. At the point that we touch upon the chasing part where them basically have them abuse thing too. You know what I mean? So seeing so a lot of Jamaicans don't have an idea about that, because people are say under the ignorance of the whole issue, I say, yo, look, the woman never can go, the woman never them can't lock up the woman for that anyway, because she not get no chopper or whatsoever. Yeah, people have said that. But look, you don't know about the laws, man. Yeah? You don't know about the laws. So guess what? You know what we hear on the radio yesterday? Them say yesterday, say, according to that law going back that time, when them say anybody what did a witness it that was an adult is liable for pay what? The same 500,000, man. So you people don't know about certain things that take place. A lot of laws passed in Jamaica, and them bring up a lot of things that people just flavor people and it immediately affect them. Man.
Yeah, somebody get set an example, because that's how they push. No, they push. So the video was recorded so long. That means that somebody acknowledged it at the incident and never reported. So they must say, yo, the person who did the video, they want to bring her in in the investigation, yo.
Right, the question or whatsoever.
Yeah, basically, the person found guilty in this case because she had witnessed abuse.
Right. So you can finish reading the article, brother. I read it with the brother, so
this guy, Proverbs 13. James, North Carolina 24 says Proverbs 13 verse 24. Right. He that spirit his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chastiseth him betimes.
Right. That is the perspective of the scriptures, man. That's what the Heavenly Father, and basically we get chastisement, man. It's in the book of Hebrews, man, that we get chastisement. It's a natural thing, man. to set you straight. You know what I mean? Esau don't want that. Esau coming up with laws, you know what I mean, pushing it worldwide about child abuse, child rights, and all that type of thing. And him come with some other things that can touch upon you emotionally, and then put in some other little thing that you really want to get rid of, man. You know what I mean?
Alright. Continuing, he said a 2013 Slovakia survey by the Office of Child Registry, which tested people's knowledge, attitude, practices, and behaviors toward child maltreatment in Jamaica, revealed that 90% of known cases of child abuse remain unreported by adults who know what was happening.
And them say abuse, them not tell you directly why, you know, because on them are child abuse. Them
that come on it. So a person might say, oh, you the word abuse, and might say, okay.
I smell their finger a little bit. Oh, okay. Somebody basically I do human trafficking or some slave type or something. Look, man.
Our brother forget John before them before them sit as abuse, yo.
Them not look on the simple thing as just
as a beating.
Right. Them have a beating. We just read the child care child development agency what them consider as child abuse. Yeah, one brother.
It says, we must all see it is an imperative to do what is within our power to ensure that attention is given to children who fall into these very difficult situations where they are being exploited and abused.
Hey, we can say this. The UN, the white man, right? Because I don't know the UN commander is the so-called white man. Them don't care. If you, the first thing they don't care about even the father, right? And them don't care about you bringing up the children in the right way. They want all cause and all reasons where them can really bring havoc on them. Right. Destroying the family, right? Destroying first them set them the woman against the man. That was the point. The man against the woman.
Women's rights and all the madness.
So now you have mostly, if you realize that mostly woman basically have to do the discipline, and you're going to find a lot of emotions behind it because
so the woman the woman are gonna beat them, you know, because something wrong with them and the father or something, and someone has stress and take it out for them child. Right. You know?
Because who are the real disciplinarian person in the house? The father. And them really set the orders in the house, yo. Now it left the females to do that, and I say you see not saying that sometimes you not have some man today because them soft and them emotional. Them not do things from an emotional standpoint at times, yo, because you don't know their mother grow them up. But now you have merely single mothers basically raising up children, and them go at it that way. You see me? Them go at it that emotional way, and them do that big outburst like how them do. We're not discipline a child. With that basically you want come off in an understandable way, but you still have to make sure the person knows that you basically reprove them at the beginning also, right? So you want basically not in control of what you do. If you get me, right? They like how she come out without her clothes on, naked, and them. She never really in control of what take place, yo.
Right. She actually, she come out emotionally, and she used something where basically could have caused her to lose a limb.
Lose a limb, lose her hand. Right. Another precept, it's a Proverbs 23 and verse 13. It said, withhold not correction from the child.
Right.
And as Midaga said, the soccer, the white man, right, don't believe in God because the Bible says you know for withhold it from them. Them actually say you're not supposed to beat you.
Right.
So them oppose the Father in every way.
Them demonize it all together. Right. Basically them say you have a psychological problem, man.
Right.
As them want to say the mother have a psychological problem to put on lick. You know, so them cannot say broad brush it and say everybody who discipline them children in a certain way have a psychological problem, have a psychological issue. You know what I mean? You need to get deal with that, you need to go get counseling and them thing there. You know what I mean? And if your children agree with it, them have a psychological problem too, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what the so-called white man trying to push across. You know what I mean? So this issue now, them wait till they have a sensitive issue now if actually come up back with them fine and all them things right now. But still, even though they're doing this, they have Jamaicans who are ignorant, so-called Jamaicans who are ignorant of the fact that look, if you simply just beat your pitney and police know, you're going to jail. And if somebody sick and don't report it, I'm gonna pay a fine. You know what I mean? Up to this point, you have them people that don't know about. How much years now? From
2014.
From 2014, they must say that. And people still not pick up on that. Because guess what? Hey, this is the same way. Oh, I tell you from long time, so look, the so-called white man will come up against the people. World War III is coming, the chip is coming, and all the prophecies them way I tell you about, are you not taking heed until the things them come up on you suddenly, man? Because guess what now? All them people were involved in this what take place. Them never expect this to happen to them, like the mother get arrested and people who did it seeing a liable to get charged or prepared to fine. Them never know about that thing when happen. You know what I mean? Since so things have come upon them people that without them knowing, seeing, or it'll come upon them suddenly. You know what I mean? But guess what? With the out here tell them, because the same thing concerning the chastisement, something here, the child care thing, we bring it out a couple of years ago.
Right.
We bring it out a couple of years ago, man. You know what I mean? And the brother Kabash from that time they bring out something on it, man. See, but you people want to see that.
Basically just basically about how she come out with without her clothes and the fact that she used her machete. Right? It's Ecclesiasticus 4, verse 30. Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. Right? So she be frantic and
well balanced, man.
It never balanced. But overall, chastisement
nothing is wrong with it,
necessary.
Right. No one push it like say it's wrong. You know what I mean? And evil and it's wicked. You know what I mean? That's what the government and the media, the whole agenda, because guess what, the so-called white man give them the mandate, man.
Right,
you know what I mean? Since so them have this big push to say, okay, you're cruel if I chasing your children, man. You know what I mean?
I can read this. Finish with this.
Hold on, I'm just read a little part and then this just prove that you can get charged.
Right.
The Jamaica Observer. Just bring you up. So basically, let's go to the point. It says child neglect can result in maximum sentence of 3 years.
Right.
Other types of abuse will attract higher sentences based on the level of harm done to the child.
Right.
Failing to report if you know or suspect that a child is abused or is in need of care and protection can result in a sentence of 6 months in prison or a fine of 500,000 Jamaican dollars.
Yeah, we bring it out the same year when this something in 2000 and what?
2013.
Yeah, we bring it out, brother. We bring it out from them long time there. You know what I mean? Say, look, man, hey, if it's somebody beat them pitney, report it. You're in trouble. Now you have people now. I get called up now for that incident here, what took place recently. Seeing, and you have people that say, yo, nobody now get in trouble. You never know about the law. You know about the law. Then don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Because
finish this.
Hold on. This KDC. It says when we come up in school, we used to get beaten from our teachers.
Right.
Then our parents when them found out. Exactly. Say when a little bit you rude at school, your teacher beat you, and then when you go your father here say your teacher beat you. We get beaten for and then we get beaten again.
Right. And we're not dead yet.
Yeah,
we're not dead yet. You know what I mean?
Bring up priest.
We're not dead. You know what I mean? So we don't know how to make it look like one bad thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So Proverbs 23 and verse 13. Withhold not correction from the child.
Right.
For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
If thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
Right.
No, we're not dead. We get a whole heap of school. A whole heap of from parents. And guess what? Yeah, me there today.
Right.
You know what I mean? I tell you, say nothing never wrong with it, man.
Right.
Seeing but the so-called white man, when I make it seems like that is the world of earth. You know what I mean? When him bombing children with depleted uranium, man, that is not child abuse. When much in million Iraqi, you have Iraqi women now, them baby are born with limbs, all of them head, certain limb. You know them head, you know what I mean? Born with 3 foot and one and them something there. That's not a child abuse. Dropping bombs on children in Yemen and a child abuse. The nerve of this cracker, man. Seeing polluting the earth, aborting Planned Parenthood. This is a child abuse, man. That is not child abuse, yo. The nerve of this cracker, man. The nerve, man. Trying to go about the world and tell people oh not to abuse children, man. When you're the biggest child molester, man. What about Pizzagate, man? That's a child abuse, yo. Yeah, you know, somebody come up and try to get the Catholic Church to stop molesting little boys, man. You know, somebody do that, man. Them gonna tell you how to bring up your kids, them, man. A matter of fact, you're not your kids because the sign of your kids them once them born, you know, giving them a birth certificate. So them gonna tell you right now they basically them showing you that the kids are not yours, man, but property of the state. That's what them basically showing you. A lot of people have to learn that, man. Never this crack, man.
Verse 14, I read from again. Proverbs 23, verse 13. Withhold not correction from the child.
It's a withhold not correction from the child, man.
For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
This is the Bible saying that. See? This is the Bible saying that. This is supposed to be a Christian society, right? A Bible believing society. So why disagree with them scriptures, man? All of a sudden, your God not right anymore.
The white man become a God now.
Yeah.
The other these, if you ask Lisa now, which she basically.
She tell she's a Christian.
She tells she's a God-fearing person. Yeah, but she passed laws as a brother post the scripture, and we're going to make her read it later. Yeah. I can finish this. Right? Show you what them really do. Verse 14. Thou shalt beat him with the rod and shall deliver his soul from hell.
Right.
Right, from trouble.
Right. Hey, basically she even can little girl even can accept so she do something wrong. That's why she get her ass whipping, man. Right. But people went, no, you know, said, look how we feel that wicked. Wicked.
And the dog get licked.
And the dog get licked, that's wicked.
And Lisa gonna more put Lisa gonna more put more strength than the whole abuse of the
animals.
Animals like
animal abuse and everything there. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get charged for that.
All for the sun, this man is the protector of all things on the planet. When the biggest destroyer of all things on the planet.
When the man mix chemicals in animal forget different. Now abuse them thing there.
Yeah, having them in the lab and them thing there when they
I take limbs and brain. Now abuse them something young.
MK Ultra and all them things.
Yo.
It's from James, North Carolina 24 again. It says Isaiah 10 verse 1. One to them that decree unrighteous decrees,
right,
and that right grievousness which they have preached.
Right, the decrees of my laws, yo,
right,
unrighteous laws, which basically destroy Israel, destroy they put the world now on chaotic environment. Then them come with a solution, a so-called solution to put them in more power.
Remember a few years ago they are going to something here earlier, brother. See, them say if a kid, right after them say you can, you know, if you verbally abuse the children, you know, if you physically abuse the children. See, as Khan told them say.
And I say, if a children
go to school, yes, this is not brother. If a children go to school and do any form of behavior, you responsible for what them do. And you get in trouble because of their children. So, you never discipline the children them from home that them could have learned for them to go to school, go get problem, man. You see the madness so I go on?
Right. To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Right, because you're not even actually getting the rights, man.
On the rights,
I get right. On the rights, man.
You can't instill your beliefs. And because them tell us, you have your child now. And I tell her, because you don't have the thing, you say the child free to know about choosing gender.
Right, that is child abuse, man.
Yeah.
That is child abuse. We never tell a little boy, you know, when not even reach one age, a 5-year-old, a 5-year-old and 6-year-old, you never tell a little 5-year-old and 6-year-old, say, look, you know, say you can be a girl, or if you want to be a rock stone, you can be a rock stone. You know? That's what Esau pushing now. Right. Hey, you know that you can be a boy? Yeah,
they can wear dress.
That widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless.
Right.
And guess what? All them laws here fines you.
Right.
Because remember, this legal, we say it all the time, this legal system is not about justice.
Right. It's about getting a fine, man. You know, some from a tax or some from a revenue. You know, that's what it's all about. You see, $500,000 if you don't report the case. And guess what? Each person will get locked up. You know what I mean? We're gonna pay money. The bail and all them.
When I go to court, I will pay
court fee and all. Yeah, the whole money.
Even if you not got you guilty, the whole fact say go to court,
right.
you pay a court
fee. Pay money. You know what I mean? Boy, hey.
He say, James North Carolina 24 again, Acts 5 verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
We ought to obey the Most High rather than men. You know what I mean? It all boil down whether you want to believe what the scripture says or where man say. And we found that majority of who live in this society, see, is not in agreement with the scriptures. Even them who proclaim that them follow the scriptures, them don't follow what the Heavenly Father prescribed, man. You know what I mean? A bunch of hypocrites. That's how we know that, look, man. See, it's me and the men of James, we are the real men who stand for the truth, man.
As a matter of fact, like the brother Michael said recently, said, look, the kingdom of heaven is already here, yo.
Right.
Those who are walking at the order of the scriptures, basically, we make up the kingdom of heaven. We just don't get it physically as yet.
Right.
Right. So anybody
the temple is in building spiritually, man. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it here. This is Ecclesiasticus 30 and verse 1 to verse 4. Right. He that loveth his son causeth him often to feel the rod.
Right. So you don't love a child if you don't correct them, man.
Right.
You don't allow them to choose whether they want to be a homosexual or they want to be a girl or the girl want to be a boy. You know what I mean? Because they have their own choice and they have their own opinion. That's what the so-called white man pushing, man. Them basically is that showing hate to your children, man. That is hate. You know what I mean? You're gonna allow them to do certain things. That is hate, man. Destroy their kids, man. You know what I mean? Since if you love a child, guess what? You go to the extreme. Right. You make them feel the rod if they might be rebellious, man.
Hey, just to put this out there, to call no sell at a Jake, but not really have knowledge here. It also leads up to death. Your chasing can also lead to death.
Right. That's how extreme the scripture put it, man.
Yeah, it's if you have a rebellious child and
Hey, talking about a machete and the girl could lose her hand and them thing that. Hey, when a woman grab her and chop off, grab her and a man balls. Right. Variation time. That's how extreme the scriptures put it, man. Right. You know what I mean? People get stoned to death. Yeah, you could get stoned to death, man. You know what I mean?
Right. He said, he that loveth his son causeth him often to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end.
Right, because at the end of the day, you know, chastise the youth, basically, to see him come to the verse. Right. You know what I mean? Is to get him in an order. Right. You know what I mean? That's what it was all about. Right. You know what I mean?
Verse 2, he that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Right.
You're going to say, yo, see them good boy come up good or whatever. Right. Verse 3, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Okay. This is the reason why, man. This is the reason why. That's how we know that, look. That's how we know that, look, there's an agenda. Because we have an enemy. And guess who will give all the mandates? The enemy, man. The enemy will give all the mandate, man. So the enemy don't want you to chastise the children, man. Right. Because it grieve him. Right. Because he want you to be in a disarray. You know what I mean? You want you and your kids to be in a disarray, confusion, a broken state. Anything enough to repair that, see, is a problem, man. That's why this man pushing through the United Nations, all them things where him pushing on them other countries, whether it be third world countries or what. You know what I mean? All them rights, everybody have rights. You know what I mean? All of a sudden everything have rights. Right. You know what I mean?
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him.
Right.
Right. It's Deuteronomy 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his mother or the voice of his father, and that when they have chastised him, will not hearken unto them.
So if you beat a youth for do one thing over and over again, you know what I mean? And him decides him not stop, regardless of the amount of beating him get. This is all extreme. The scriptures they bring it, man.
Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the gate, bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of the city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice.
Right.
He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all men of his city shall stone him with stones, that he die.
Right. Hey, this is how extreme it go. You could have get stoned to death. This is what the scriptures say how you deal with rebellious children who don't listen at all, man.
So shall thou put evil away from among you.
Right. So the process of chastisement is to put away evil, and some of the time it entails death, man. And the thing is, see, you have a police force and a military. Them want the discipline what them put out is discipline people to go in a their way. You know what I mean? Because them can't speak about violence against race and violence against race when the military and the police do violence, man. You think say if a kids out there I do anything and the police them have to put restraint on them if them have to do it politely? Yeah? They must be hypocrites, man. Yeah.
James start calling at 24. Sirach 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Right.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Right. As I said, the enemy have an agenda, man. See, and it's going to become evident what the agenda is. You know what I mean? And the so-called white man are our enemy. Right. See? When they want to believe it, yes or no, someday you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to know very well. I just learn it. And if you don't learn it by now, you're going to learn it eventually, man.
James start calling at 24 against 1 Samuel 15 verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Right.
And stubbornness is an iniquity and idolatry.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because those rejected the word of the Lord, he had also rejected thee from being king. And the same thing with our people now. Because them reject the word of Yahweh.
And that's how we're being whipped as a nation, man. We're being whipped by the Lord Yahweh, man. We're being whipped. All them things they say are coming upon women. You know what I mean? Well, that's different sufferings that we are going through. Being put to death, in a confusion, don't know who the hell we be, seeing, and we being whipped by our father, man. How matter of fact, give me Hebrews, brothers. Just give me Hebrews.
So Hebrews. Hebrews 13. Oh, so okay. Hebrews 12, verse 6, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Right, so who the Lord loveth, him chase, man. The Lord chase. So what you people reading the Bible, what you're talking about? All who disagree with a child getting ass whipped, them take out corporal punishment out of school now. They must say, boy, child abuse. So any teacher beat up in that school. One principal beat somebody at school and then get fired for it. You know what I mean? Get in trouble for it. You know what I mean? So, you know. So you people who claim that Bible believing Christians are just a bunch of hypocrites, man. You know what I mean? That's how it play out now. Yeah? Right?
Can I say this from the priest of them? Because she commend her mother basically for being a great mother or whatever. But this is the truth, this is the whole truth, and not only with fear, the scenario, but overall, parents today don't know if be parents, so right? Society totally our family is supposed to structure and operate it not working at that family no time at all because having a child, it take a lot of my time. You have to watch over them, you know. You can't really give them the free space that for be you know. You have to watch over them and scripture tell you that. So
The foolishness is
right.
born out of a child, man.
Right.
So no foolishness yet.
And them picking are too free, yo. Even with phones and them stuff that them too free, them free to go anywhere, involved with any people, all them things. So no, you might have tried for a certain level, but because you give them so much freedom, things just out of bound, yo. I am a few priests of them who I really get into. It's Ecclesiasticus 42 and verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter when no man know it, and the care of earth take it away sleep. That's how tender you have to watch over your children, yo. Right? Especially your daughter, right? And yeah, when she's young, let she pass away the flower of her age, because guess what? She could become a woman, no
Start
start of hormones and certain things,
yeah. And amongst one mega boy pin,
right.
They got school. So how they got school? Hey, this society is really garbage, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
it's really garbage because hey, you can't prevent them things
right.
here.
And she had 12 when she started this. She had 12 because she reached basically the age of her flower where now she started have
waxing one, man.
You see me say no, you have to have an extra care of her than the norm, but people don't know these things. So you see me? We go further. It's lest she should be flower of her age and being married, lest she should be 80, because now she gonna lose her virginity if she not lose it already.
Right. Which basically society they don't give a damn.
Right, God.
You know what I mean? Who is a virgin from who is not. You know what I mean? Them don't really value those things. You know what I mean? The society. That's why we need to leave this place, man. This place is really polluted and corrupted. And you don't got the chance to bring up your children, as we are going earlier, the way how you're supposed to bring them up, because all this man set in thing and in past laws in order to make sure you don't
do that. I'm going to that. Yeah. It said, lest she should have defiled, no, I'm sorry, lest she should be hated in her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house.
And that happened. Come on, Lynn.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, Lynn. Hey, we hear about that incident with taxi man runway.
Right.
Runway since recently. In my area. Over 12-year-old.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying, them something out of order, yo. Yeah. Hey, we go down further night. We say, in her father's house and having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself. And when she is married, lest she should be barren. Verse 11, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies.
No, you can understand right we have boredom right now, man. We have them basically our women them right across the board acting like all that. Yeah. Seeing because the order wasn't set. Hey, you know what I mean? The order couldn't have been set under the governance of the so-called white man.
Hey, yeah, Aisha and Dai one do one song about how much man you want to sleep with.
Right.
Next one, DI. And the next one do.
And they must feel shame about it. There's no shame to it, man. See, when Dai sing a song, you know, she meant DI, I will show her name. She meant to embarrass the next girl. See, but it's not like an embarrassment anymore. Where a woman a word on the place and take man here and there, you know what I mean? She not feel ashamed about it. You know what I mean? And that's how women in the society view them things, you know, have a bag of man up in you. You know, and not really nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Under the governance of the so-called white man. Morality is out the window, man. That's why I take him out. Lord, yeah, I was sure I take him out violently, man.
So let she make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies and a byword in the city.
Right now, the other nations them laughing at us, man, because when them see the so-called Israelite woman today, them see her as a woman. Look on YouTube, and the evidence is there. You have men making videos like tablets what you are, I show you all the wickedness when females doing, man, black females, man.
Yeah, Israelite a new thing now. What they do for the challenge?
Yeah, what they do for that's the new thing now. What them do for them? You find out our women them doing them thing here, man.
Even schools there,
You know, yeah, we just have video look with some schoolgirl in Jamaica basically doing that. Yeah.
Yes, we say, and a byword in the city and a reproach among the people,
Right.
and make the ashamed before the multitude.
Right.
Now, that makes sense.
No, the shaman worrying daughter that. You know,
Again, there's a stereotypical view women
Right.
seeing from the other nations, them man.
Booty shakers.
Booty shakers.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what them see you. Them see you as all that because that is what portrayed unto them daily.
Right. And because
the violent, vulgar, booty shakers. That's all them see across the board, man. Yeah?
Understand?
Right.
As Ecclesiasticus 7 verse 23, as though children instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth,
Right.
as though daughter have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them.
Right.
Marry thy daughter, and
Me
so
you're supposed to be strict.
yeah, hey, don't hey, and you have girls today, and the mother basically
Live like a
like
friend.
two best,
Like
not
sister.
that's what's a relationship, but you know, not like when they beat you, like even the girl in Tenica when she get put to death. They are show videos with her mother and her basically are talking about that's about split and that isn't it split and or some shit.
Hey, when we are grown up, you would never hear about mother and daughter they are dance.
See, all them stuff there.
It's very short.
Yeah. Alright, it said as though daughters have a care of their body,
right.
and show not thyself cheerful toward them. Marry thy daughter, and so shall thou perform a weighty matter. Why it is a weighty matter, yo? Because now you are prevent that you commit yeah. Right? The more Esau make them girl have to steer long from getting married, and the more them have opportunity to become old.
Right.
According to the scriptures and them reach to and them start develop. Them start
have woman things regardless of what the law say and what society want to view it. Them are gonna do what them are gonna do.
Plus them wild out there, them have female, them have woman hormones now, and them wild nobody over them and watch them like oh you get supposed to watch. Girls nowadays girls are coming even them go school, which enough time girls to go school, they don't go school, yo.
Right. You see me? School.
Yeah, we used to go school too, so we know what we are talking about, right?
Yeah.
They don't go school, and even after sometimes we go school after school, them mother not coming till all, especially like cities. Them if you know like
but 6 o'clock I come from work.
Because if your mother have to go work or your parents have to work, when them done work have to be traffic to come home now, 7, 8 o'clock. Who and them they home them time there? Them alone they do one bag of crap, yo. You know how much money and them gonna go before they come home?
Right.
So I just have society who them basically take place, yo.
Hey, we talk from experience, because when they go to school and them things used to happen, man. You know like say yo I something far-fetched we never know about. Right. You know what I mean?
So marry thy daughter.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. See, from my days the whole daughter thing out of control, man. We have to play dolly house and we are youth.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be highly ignorant.
Yeah.
Highly ignorant to say yo kids that doing that today. When we used to do them thing now we are youth. So we know say yo the whole thing out of order and it's not out of order today again same way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Marry thy daughter, and so shall thou perform a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding.
Right.
When last year females from the Caribbean or America, or said Americas, I give over them daughter. The man did it. You see me?
Yeah,
and mostly women are find man for them daughter these days, or them who find it by themselves.
Right.
I find man will basically look flashy, man will have what just do things to hype. So a man, oh the brother the more known person have hype, you don't understand enough.
Right.
You see me? Then you look 2 months in the relationship, she lose her virginity, they must sleep together. Boom, the man tired her, cut her off, she become a whore. Right? And one more precept. Right? It's Ecclesiasticus 26 and let's start from verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself to overmuch liberty.
Right.
Until that abuse, that abusing of herself. Can people abuse themselves? So can white man push every other abuse, but not pushing the fact that yo, a female can abuse herself by basically sleeping more than one woman, yo. Man, even one, right? Yeah, it's pretty come out. It's pretty, more than one man. Right? She can abuse herself because she don't know better. Right? Going further. It's the watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she's trespassed against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he had found a fountain and drink of every water near her. Every man near her basically.
And basically seeing that now, man. We're bearing witness to all of that right now.
I get three and run from them.
Showing what happened when the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai word is not being followed, man. You know what I mean? And what the result is when the Most High turning face from people, man. You know what I mean? This is the humiliation and the shame Israel, man. See, it manifests now on the earth. With the brothers right here, so and then
by every edge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Alright, so what I say right here, these women love drug dealers and gang bangers, which money, you know. Micah 2 verse 1, warn to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Right.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
As at the end of the day, who create the type of woman, the Negro woman to them, man? Who create niggers, man? The so-called white man do it, man. Through different means, whether through education, you know what I mean, certain social pressures, laws, you know what I mean? The so-called white man create all the conditions, man. You know what I mean? And sit down and plan out all them strategy. And all them strategy here, when the so-called white man plan out, see, basically it's been played out right now. Even the diseases, them.
Right.
We see all them Negro woman carried all over the place, man. Going back to Tuskegee, man, Tuskegee.
Yeah.
So-called white man put all the disease out there, man. You know what I mean? Seeing destroying you niggers. Yeah.
And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
Right.
So they oppress a man and his house.
Them oppress a man and his house. So you can't run your own household anymore, man. You know what I mean? A matter of fact, you gotta leave your own household because your woman will make you know so you're rare. You know what I mean? You can't discipline the children them. You know what I mean? Your own children look like they want to put them back lick for you. I see them up on the internet, you see people, kids are put them back lick on them and them thing them on the internet all the time. You know, so liquor one when them know themselves yet. I learn to put on lick on them parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, supposed to get put together.
Them things don't work. You know what I mean? According to the law, as the brother said, you're not supposed to smite your parents, man. You know what I mean? See, but the so-called white man give leeway for that happening in a man's household. You know what I mean? Go on.
Even a man and his heritage.
Right.
Verse 6. Second is
hey, because the children are part of our heritage, yeah? But children are part of our heritage, man. You can't grow up a children the way you don't want to grow up a children. You know what I mean? When this man stepping in and tell us, oh, you know, your music will take kids from you, you know. You're going to put them in a foster care or we're going to put them.
And they get abused the most.
Yeah.
Second is verse 15, verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth,
right,
and their earthful works are fulfilled.
Right. You know what I mean? That's what we see going on right now. And that's the biblical perspective and the incident we see everybody in Jamaica talk about now. You know what I mean? See, hopefully if nothing else come up, we can bring up on the whole thing. We watch the development of the whole thing. So with that we say, Kalalal, now watch him shy. So the apostles of great millstone. Shalom to all the brothers and we tune in. You know what I mean? We'll post the scriptures, you know, support the live stream. Shalom.
Shalom.